Hello, beautiful people. Nice to have you here. I want to personally welcome you to this page. What we'll be doing on this page is reviewing Bible stories. Common Bible stories, not so common Bible stories. So before I proceed, do well to give this page like, subscribe, and spread the gospel. Today we'll be talking about the man of God from Judah and the old prophet of Bethel. Sincerely, this story, I try to wrap my head around it most times, but this is one story that I would love to have a full-blown Bible study on over and over again. Let me start the story by taking our minds back. Remember the story of Solomon in the Bible? Yes, the very wise king. His heart began to drift away from the things of God. Fast forward, because of what God had said concerning dividing the kingdom and just giving one tribe to David's tribe, that's in Judah. At this point, Jeroboam was the king of Israel. According to the Bible, he did evil in the sight of God. So now Jeroboam was offering sacrifice on the altar when a prophet from Judah was sent by God to talk to Jeroboam. Now, when the prophet from Judah got to where Jeroboam was offering the sacrifice, he told him that this was going to happen, that a king would be born of the tribe of David named Josiah. And when the king is born, all the false prophets in Israel will be burnt on this same altar. And this is the sign to come to pass, that this altar will rent into two, and the ashes on the altar will be poured out. The king stretched forth his hand, and immediately the king's hand withered. So the king told these prophets to please pray to God on his behalf that he would restore his hand. The prophets did that. When the king's hand was restored, he told the prophet, come home with me. Come to the palace with me, eat, drink, relax before you continue on your journey. Now, this is the part that I personally feel was a little bit excess on the part of this prophet from Judah. He went on saying, God met me, God spoke to me. He said, in fact, when I'm going back, I should not go by the way that I have come to this place, and I should ensure that I do not eat or drink till I get back to my destination. I personally feel that instruction from God was for him alone. He did not need to broadcast it. Now, this is why. At that point where he was saying all of that, there were two guys there. They were the sons of an old prophet in Bethel. As soon as they heard that, they rushed to their father, the old prophet in Bethel, and downloaded everything that had happened to him. In fact, they told him to the point where the prophet from Judah said that he's not going to go by the way he came, and he's not going to rest or eat at any point till he gets his destination. He came by this particular way, and he will be going by this particular way. Now, the old prophet said they should saddle in a donkey. Immediately, he rode on the donkey, and he tried to catch up with the prophet from Judah. And the Bible said he met the prophet from Judah resting under a big tree. Now, when he saw him, he said to him, young man, come home with me. An angel appeared to me to instruct me to bring you to my place so that you can eat and rest before continuing on the journey. Just like that, the prophet from Judah accepted. He followed this man. They got home, they started to eat and to drink. Now, this is the part that continues to baffle me. This same man, this same old prophet that has gone ahead to deceive this other prophet was the same person that God spoke to while they were eating, that they should tell the young prophet from Judah that because you have disobeyed me, you will not be laid to rest with your forefathers. Anyways, he got the message. And one thing I want us to pay attention to, the Bible said, and it came to pass after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk. I think this is the same thing that happened to Prophet Eli. When God spoke to Samuel concerning what was going to happen to him and his children, he just said, let God do whatever he wants to do, is God. I feel like that is the same thing happening in the case of this prophet from Judah. They saddled him an ass and he went on his journey. On his journey, was confronted by a lion, was killed by the lion, stood by the dead body of this man of God from Judah, with the donkey beside. Passerby saw this, and the news spread quickly through Bethel. Oh, that man of God had died on the road. Immediately, the old man, the old prophet from Bethel, heard this news. He knew right there and then that this was the man of God. In fact, the Bible said that when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, "It is the man of God who was disobedient unto the word of the Lord. For goodness sake, you were the one that misled him." But I guess God works in mysterious ways. The old prophets carried the man of God's body back to Bethel, mourned over the man of God's body. And the Bible said that the old prophet buried the man of God in a grave that he had made for himself. And in fact gave his children instruction that whenever he died, they should bury him in the same place with the prophet from Judah, because everything the prophet has said at the altar before Jeroboam will come to pass. What was the purpose of this old prophet? Because before now, we had not heard anything about him. This is the only time we are hearing something about him in the Bible. And this is the only thing he's doing. You immediately went on your way, and your only purpose was to mislead this person. Was he jealous of another prophet? I mean, for him to be called an old prophet, perhaps God no longer spoke to him. Maybe he was now jealous of another prophet that God now speaks to, and he wanted to just bring the prophet down. Please go through this. This old Bible story can be found in the book of 1 Kings chapter 13. Go through it, read through it, leave your comments in the section, whatever you think the purpose of this old prophet from Bethel is, and what do you think about this man of God from Judah? Was it necessary for him to begin to explain? Because I feel like that was the beginning of his doom. The Bible says that he that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. He that openeth wide his mouth shall have destruction. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you have heard the story before, if you have ever paid attention to it. Talk to me in the comment section. I really cannot wait to see your comments. Thank you. Until next time.